Alright, roll. What's the sitch on this cool items?
Well, let's see what we can make.
What'd I get?
Ba-ba-da.
The Mystic Orb and the Marwolf Shell made a shield arm, which is kind of neat. It's basically like it's kind of like in Dark Souls, it's like having an offhand like shield item. Problem is that, again, you have to replace one of your special weapons with this.
Yeah. I mean, if the Z-Saber and the pen like give you a blade arm.
Yep. Also, really cool thing. It's basically Zero's Saber, but unfortunately in this game, I don't like to be fighting things up close. I'd rather have ranged weapons, so nope, not using that today.
Honestly, it would have been better if, like, you actually had some some pretty sick ability with that Z-Saber. But no, he swings it about as awkwardly as X does in X6. So honestly, not that good.
And for defusing both bombs, I get both the Power Blaster L and the Power Blaster R.
Bitchin'. What are the differences?
One's for the left arm, one's for the right arm, I imagine.
No. It's like one increases like range, one increases attack speed. I don't know, something like that. The Gatling part and the Flower Pearl.
God damn, you got a lot of
make
shit.
The Gatling gun.
Didn't we just make the Gatling gun? Or maybe?
No, I think that was the machine gun.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking
Machine Buster.
Okay, never mind. I'm probably thinking of something else.
I think you suddenly had a flashback to when we did the Adventures of Trombone.
Maybe. Anyway, but with the Gatling gun, very awesome. If I replace the machine gun with it, I now... Oh, wait, no, actually, hang on, let me see this. Triple Axe is actually pretty good. Could increase that and get... No, but I'd lose energy.
It's a little harder to notice, but if you notice, like, right below the energy bars, it shows, like, how much or how little your thing's going to be upgraded. It's a little harder to notice if it's going to get a downgrade.
And again, I don't find out until the last part of this, but James, that showed me that there is a trick that allows me to... It doesn't matter what the heck rapid you got. You can fire as fast as you want.
Mm-hmm. Once you know the trick, rapid is practically obsolete.
But good to have energy. Energy, basically, I don't know if I explained already, but energy determines how many shots you can fire in between each quote-unquote cooldown period of reloading.
Yeah. Actually, with the trick in question, like, even energy is sort of negligible. Not as badly as rapid, but close enough.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, once you know that trick, the most you really want to worry about is your attack and your range.
That is also true. Anyway, so... With that said, there's only one other big side quest I want to look at for now until we get to the museum. Ooh. Hello!
Hi there!
Something's missing.
She actually has voice lines!
You're missing some talent.
You're
missing some red.
Really? You think so?
I believe it's actually skill, because talent is just a hollow term people use for people with low confidence.
But there's nothing wrong with
Ain't that the fucking truth?
Yeah, I see your problem here. You didn't involve any copyrighted characters. No one's gonna support your Patreon without that.
The Got Talent series would like to have a conversation with you.
Well, they're a bunch of hacks too.
So she needs some red, so we're gonna go to a clothing store and hope that they have some red pastels or something, I guess.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Actually, before you went with reds, I was actually thinking it's like, instead you just slap a Squidward nose, there! Now it's art!
Now it's art! Yeah.
So, what are we gonna get to solve this red crisis? Lipstick.
Hey, it's free. Even
That's
though she's
true.
basically just giving us her trash.
Like, wow.
But yeah, with this, they'll just, I don't know, if it works for on mirrors, it'll work on a painting.
Aww.
If you can dodge a wrench,
That's
you can
sweet.
dodge a ball.
And it's like, oh, she's so nice. You know, I'm just gonna give it to you for free. Also, not at all motivated by the fact that you literally have carried a weapon into my store and are almost practically holding me at gunpoint, even though you're just trying to shake my hand.
Oh, you're back.
Actually, it's funny you say that though, Logan, because when you're in the town sections, like all of your weapon stuff is completely deactivated. Like I think both arms are practically just arms, and the only means of attack is like you kick.
I'll say, oh, I could kick their shins. Oh dear.
That's perfect.
You okay? Oh.
Actually, maybe it's just me, but it looked like Mega Man was looking at something while she was doodling on that.
Oh, would you look at
And
the
also
time?
that
I
she
bet
then
you
starts
know.
shaking her fist very quickly.
I like how
Hello. Hey, goodbye.
And yeah, because she says she has her other job, so by doing that, you finally remind her, oh, that's right, I'm supposed to be running a museum. So now we can go back to her later in the game and give her some museum artifacts. But for now, it's time to actually do our job, and I'll let you talk in just a second, Matt. So now that we can fly with the Flutter, we can go to that sub-gate that Teasel was trying to dig into. Because again, no one's ever heard of a freaking ladder.
Or jetpacks.
Speaking of
So
ladders,
we'll take off.
Ready to go, Mega Man?
So we will take off, fly all of 50 feet, and then land right back down again.
Are you ready to go, Mega Man? Well, too bad. I'm going to not even wait until you answer.
And he's just like, oh, by the way, don't mind the fact that we're still missing one of our dorsal fins.
oh, I thought it was just obscured from the other side.
Yeah.
Like, see, there it is.
Holy shit. Holy shit, that looks a lot higher than it did earlier.
Yeah. It's camera trickery. It's like how they put things further away to make them look smaller. Anyway.
And to save on frames.
Is that what... Hang on, sorry. What you were saying, Matt?
Nothing.
Aww. Is it true that that's how they filmed Lord of the Rings? Is that they had the Hobbit stand further back than everyone else to make it seem like they were smaller? Or
Yes.
Is that like... How did they do that?
Yes.
Wow.
It's a forced perspective. Many movies use it. The best examples, of course, being the Lord of the Rings movies, and also what was it? Lost in not Lost in Translation. What was it?
Lost in Transit?
No. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They had this one dream sequence, and they used the perspective there. It's because the camera cannot tell perspective unless it's like a 3D camera.
Right.
So-
Right.
Wait a minute. I just remembered. This was the scene I was thinking of where Mega Man tries to read something and it clearly shows he isn't very good at it.
Oh yeah, because you're gonna watch up ahead here as soon as I.
We should be silent, guys.
I guess the power's out in that room. Can you see a switch anywhere?
Or was
I
it
don't
here?
see any switches.
Oh no, it's after I get the power
There's
turned
some
on.
writing
I don't see
Oh,
any
wait,
switches.
here it is. No,
Right.
guys, here it is.
Wait,
It
listen.
says Operations Room 2. Emergency system activation requires direct password input from Eden or the insertion of 3 level 2 or higher prototype
Oh, that's cute.
Anthro unit ID card.
He got it. I wonder how old he was. Was he like a teenager when he did this?
I believe so, yeah.
Never heard of that
Now,
before.
granted, I wouldn't be. Now, in all fairness, I'm not sure if that was deliberate or if it really was the kid really being bad with reading.
Really, they really just showed the kid and they just like, like literally, you don't hear the coach like, no, that's activation. Activation. Just keep it. We'll just say Mega Man's dumb.
To be fair, though, I do kind of like that as as an actual characteristic of Volnutt here. It's like goes to show, hey, even he's not perfect.
Right, he's young and oh god, I hate these things. Run.
Here we go.
Hello.
I just don't bother finding these things. Just run. Get out of here. Oh crap, one's left here. Ah, jeez.
I
Ow!
have to fight him.
Unfortunately.
Like they're so good. They can chain combo you. They're fast. It's really annoying. Like they can really do a lot of damage fast.
Looks like they don't
Actually,
drop
now
much
that
either.
now that I look at this place, I could be wrong, but isn't this kind of isn't this pretty much the lengthier of the subgates?
It can be. It's not terribly long, but I will say that I had less trouble with this place than I did the water dungeon. But
Even though the water dungeon is like miles shorter.
I will say that, well,
Fark. Ah! Let him in.
Time to accept my
okay,
fate.
That
cool.
didn't-
Men's room, cool. Men's room's all yours.
Enjoy your whole heaps of nothing.
All right. And he's just like, well, I guess I'm stuck in this room now. So I will say that this room.
It's kind of like the molded in Resident Evil 7. They are a threat at first until you realize you can shut the door in front of them and they can't do shit.
They don't know how to open doors.
No, I'm not even joking. I learned that like a little bit through the game. I was playing Resident Evil 7, and there was all this molded coming, trying to attack me, so I ran, and I had the idea of shutting the door behind me, and I just kept on running, and then I looked back, saw that nothing was following me, went back, the door wasn't even open. They don't know how to open doors in the game.
Oh,
to be fair, I don't know how to even see.
That's about as embarrassing as not knowing how to get through wood.
To God!
Go! I love that. And then like,
Slay!
Anyway, we are now introduced to this game's versions of the Knuckle Joes.
Yeah, pretty much.
What were they called? Or no, Knuckle Joes were with the swing hammers.
Oh no, Sniper Joes.
Yeah, the Sniper Joes. They
got shields. And
So, yeah, these are the
unfortunately,
Sniper
they're a
Joes
little
in
more
this game.
common in the sequel.
Antique
But
bell.
fortunately, with this game, it is possible now fortunately with this game, aim some jumps. It is possible to at least stun lock them and get around them at least.
Actually, if you have the right weapon, can't you like break their shields?
I think so. And again, like once they start shooting, you just like get around them.
I actually really like these designs.
Oh yeah,
it's like Ancient Shinobi or something.
Yeah.
All things considered.
They're like ancient Japanese gunners.
Yeah. So,
much.
That's right. With the hat, they do kind of look like
Yeah.
gold archers.
Yeah.
I think I found an ID code.
Not archers, more like
I'll go back to that
when
control room
firearms
once
were
I found
introduced to Japan, a lot of the people who use firearms would wear those hats.
Huh. Wonder why.
Looking back, and with all this shit that this game was able to do even before the likes of Ocarina of Time came out,
Actually,
really is a shame that this game is a lot more obscure by comparison.
Right, like a full ranged combat, enemy AI,
And voice acting in the middle of gameplay. Like you notice there when like Roland and Mega Man were associating with each other like right then and there. Like that was very uncommon back then.
This game broke so many. I feel pretentious for saying it, but this game broke a lot of ground at the time. I think.
Yeah, it's just well, actually, I think what kind of hurts it though is that like when it was released over to the States, like I think it was released right around the same time as Ocarina of Time, and well, given how close they were to each other, that could probably explain why.
Especially when you
another,
play Mega Man 64 and the audio quality.
Yeah.
I was about to say there's also
64 came later.
Yeah, I was about to say. Funny you mentioned that. There's also a matter of how long was the first Legends game released from, say, either Mega Man 8 or X7?
As far as that's concerned, in Japan, I think it came out at the same time as X4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
X4 wasn't too bad.
X7 came out. What was
2003.
That? Yeah, 2003.
my bad.
I thought it was 2002 for some reason. Yeah, no.
May have been 2002 in Japan, but that's about all I know.
Yeah, and we get that glorious game on the Switch sometime soon.
You've been looking for.
Yeah, speaking of which, damn,
Can we get
Capcom's
it to work?
gonna be busy next year. Like, not even just the Mega Man collections and Mega Man 11. They're also releasing a new Street Fighter collection. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the 30th anniversary.
It's pretty much got every non-collaborative Street Fighter game from its inception right up to Street Fighter 3 Third Strike.
Does that mean
I
I can
all those games have online support. So
Here's my problem though. The only new games that Capcom has really made were Resident Evil 7 and the new Mega Man 11 coming out. Those are only the real newest games. And no,
yeah,
I'm not counting Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, because that is just a fucking reskin of Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I'm sorry, that game pisses me off.
Either way, like they've still got a lot on their hands this year, even if it's mostly just ports.
And also,
Yeah,
to
but
be
that's the
fair,
Like a lot of ports, even.
It shows that they're kind of being lazy. They're like, we don't
I
want to
don't
develop anything
lazy,
new.
I
Let's
guess,
just...
but at the same time, it shows that they're still doing something.
Hey
Yeah,
guys,
that's true.
Yes.
guys, real quick. There's a false wall. She's lying. There's actually a false ceiling.
A secret room in there.
So we use the grand grenade. So we use the grand grenade and
That was
boom.
bad.
All things considered, yeah, that part does kind of suck.
You have to look for
there
it.
you go.
There you go. So now we're about to
No,
enter
no.
the next boss room.
No,
I'm
I don't think-
going to talk for a second and say that I'm also excited to say that it looks like Capcom is wanting to port games that weren't even on Nintendo consoles to begin with to the Switch.
Mega Man.
And I can think of at least 4 or 5 games that they can totally put on there that would make me happy.
I mean, who made them?
Do you have any games you want to see on there, Matt?
You know, we go around doing
Resident Evil
bits
7?
all over the place, but
I mean, I was actually saying, yeah, if it can handle Doom, I think it can handle Resident Evil 7.
Doom is the...
Mega Man.
Can I talk without anybody
Three
interrupting?
Reaver bots.
Please?
I'm gonna say, before you can do it as soon as I do this. Reaver dogs. This is kind of a case where like these are gonna be regular enemies later. The main strategy with these guys is just run and shoot, just strafe and
We
shoot.
have robot hellhounds, people.
Pretty much.
Yep, yeah, just strafe and shoot, and you should be fine.
They're about as
and,
annoying.
yeah. Anyway, now go ahead.
Hold on. This series used to be jump and shoot. Now it's run and shoot. Or
Yeah,
strafe
pretty
and
much.
shoot. But anyway, yeah. No, I think Bethesda has shown that if you can put fucking Doom on the Switch, Alright, Doom on the Switch is now the number one reason why saying that the Switch isn't powerful enough to port a game onto it. Yeah, that is no longer. That is no longer an excuse. No longer.
Can handle how is the stability of Doom? Like good frame rates?
It's 30 frames per second as opposed to 60, and there's a couple bits of frame rate drop, but everything still looks stunning. It looks stunning on the Switch stick.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
there we go.
Portability beats out the graphics.
Let's hope they can fix that online then.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's hope they can fix the online. Anyway, do not fall down here, otherwise you're going to climb all the way back around. You'll look silly.
Yeah.
But anyway,
this is the last ID card.
But anyway, yeah, there is now no more excuse to. Bethesda is pretty much
support any game, really.
Yeah. Just basically, hi, we're Bethesda. We're going to show how powerful the Switch can actually be, and give people no more excuses.
On that note, though, don't be lazy with your optimizations. Looking at you, Rhyme.
Also looking at you, Skyrim. Having the exact same bugs as before. Anyway, we did it, guys. This console is what activates the main gate.
Oh boy.
To be fair, Bethesda. To be fair, no matter what system it is on, Skyrim will always be buggy.
I can't hear what Mega Man's thinking. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't thinking anything important.
Wonder if I should get a burger later.
Well,
did I leave
maybe I should get Wendy's later.
Anyways, yeah, the main gate was.
I forgot to clean the toilets.
Apparently, the main gate was just outside the city this whole time.
Oh shit!
Actually, on the other side of Old Town.
Oh shit! Did I leave the stove on?
Sad thing is, when you get to Legends 2, both of the things Matt and I just said are correct.
Really?
You'll see once we get to it, but can't wait.
The stove thing
you mean Deadpool appears in Legends 2? I never knew that.
Well, to be fair, that was before Deadpool was actually good.
What the frick?
It's alive!
Actually, going to
that, we've just revealed the main gate.
Actually, real quick, just going into Gems' little snark there, would you say Mega Man Legends would have been out by the time Joe Cayley and Ed McGuinness did their run of Deadpool, Matt?
Yes. Yeah, it would have been out about that time, because Deadpool appeared in the early 90s, and only for the first couple of years did Rob Liefeld actually have control. The Deadpool we know came about, I think, about 1996, maybe?
Okay.
I didn't realize
anyway,
Deadpool
that
was
said,
back then.
We can now leave because that was it. That was the last. That was the last sort of main dungeon before the end game.
Take that with a grain of salt, by the way. I don't know if I'm right. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
Alrighty.
So anyway, back on the Flutter.
Yep. We just hop back on.
Let's go check
so
out
we're gonna
roll. Okay.
Sorry.
First, I'm gonna save because I just got out of that freaking dungeon with my life. So yeah, like all in all, not a really bad dungeon compared to the water one. Like you don't have to deal with the freaking alligators.
Ugh. Yeah.
Or the invisible bastard.
Oh yeah, the stealth trooper. Oh gosh, screw that guy.
Oh yeah, the Untouchables.
So, all said and done. Nice, good.
And we're still making good time.
Oh yeah, if you know what you're doing, like again, that was the biggest problem I was having when I was recording this game was. I want to make sure I did the right. I wanted to cut out as much like tedious backtracking as possible. Like I didn't want to end up like the worst thing I wanted to have happen was I go all the way over to the closed ruins and realize, oh crap! If I had done this thing that I was literally 10 feet away of, now I have to go all the way back and go all the way back to where I was to have the new thing.
The Active Buster.
It fires a homing missile. Oh, this is a very useful weapon for bosses.
Oh, I can imagine so. I mean, especially if it locks.
Are we going to bust it out on them?
Yes, we bust out all our weapons. But yeah, this is basically a homing rocket launcher.
Oh wait, homing rocket launcher. I just realized.
Did nobody...
Logan, you're gonna get that pretty early in Legends 2.
Woo! I love that gun. And then a sniper scope, which is also very useful for a hint boss coming up later. This increases your range to the fullest potential, I think.
Sweet.
Or at least does it pretty well. Some of the buster parts literally will just say it'll max out no matter what. But some of them just have a bunch of items. Yeah, there it is.
So that said, I think you've just about got everything.
I think I'm only missing 1 or 2 special weapons, but yeah, I'm doing pretty good, I think.
Yeah, let's not forget the one that matters most.
I'll be getting that one later. It sucks that you get it so like late in the game, but
well, to be fair, there's good reason. It's broken as shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious as to how half of these look on his
I want
arm.
to save it for... Ooh, nice. It's cheap enough. Anyway, you were saying height?
I was just saying, looking at how big some of these are, it kind of makes me curious as to how they all look on his hand.
It's smaller than I guess it actually looks, but with that said, thank you all so much for watching this part. In the next part, we're going to be heading back to town, and I'm positive nothing bad is going to happen.
Nothing
Nothing at all.
Bye-bye,
Oh, hey, look,
everybody.
it's Diesel!